The night sky above the university campus was clear, a blanket of stars stretching endlessly across the horizon. But what happened next was anything but ordinary. A sudden flash of light, bright and blinding, shot through the sky, leaving a trail of glowing sparks behind. It was a streak, like a comet or meteorite, but far too erratic, far too deliberate. And then, with a deafening crash, the earth shook as something massive struck the ground. At first, people thought it was some sort of prank or a bizarre marketing stunt after all. The university was home to some of the most eccentric minds in the country. But the tremor was real, the ground beneath their feet vibrating with an energy that sent a chill down their spines. A few students, a group of friends lingering by the campus dorms, hurried toward the site, their curiosity overpowering their hesitation. The wreckage wasn't from any plane or earthly vehicle. As they neared, they saw the metallic remains of something far stranger. The structure was sleek, with sharp angles and intricate patterns that defied human design. But what really caught their attention were the symbols, alien in their complexity, glowing faintly in the dark. No one dared to touch it, not yet. They knew this wasn't something they could explain away. The first to arrive on the scene was a professor, someone who had been teaching at the university for over a decade. His calm demeanor never wavered, even as his mind raced with theories. He wasn't known for his public bravado or a flair for the dramatic. His lectures were often dry and theoretical, rooted in the world of physics and technology. But tonight, as he stood before the wreckage, even he couldn't deny the reality of the situation. This was no ordinary discovery. As word spread, it wasn't long before the university's most popular class, the one that combined theoretical physics with cutting-edge technology, became the focal point for every student, every researcher, and every curious mind on campus. It had always been an exclusive class, one that only the brightest and most determined were allowed to attend. But after the crash, the entire campus felt the shift. The air seemed electric with the possibilities of what this alien encounter could mean. Every student in the class now had a new mission: to uncover the truth about the origins of the wreckage and what it could mean for humanity. Among them was a student who had always felt out of place, a quiet individual, with a mind that saw the world in ways that others didn't. They weren't the loudest in the class, but their analytical mind was sharp, and their questions often revealed deeper layers that others overlooked. They were among the first to suggest that this might be an unprecedented opportunity, not just to study the wreckage, but to understand the beings who had created it. The class, once focused on abstract concepts like theoretical quantum mechanics, suddenly shifted its attention. The professor, who had once lectured on the laws of physics with unwavering certainty, found himself questioning everything he thought he knew. The alien technology, so advanced, was beyond anything humanity had ever dreamed of. No known material could withstand the forces that had created the spacecraft. The wreckage was proof that humanity was not alone. But what was even more unsettling was the possibility that the beings responsible for this craft might not be friendly. What if their arrival wasn't a peaceful one? The weeks following the crash were filled with frantic research, endless debates, and a growing sense of urgency. Every student in the class, every professor involved, felt the weight of the discovery. The university became the center of the world's attention. News outlets, government agencies, and scientific organizations flocked to the campus, desperate for answers. But the wreckage had a strange effect on those who spent too much time near it. Some became obsessed with unlocking its secrets. Others began to hear whispers, distant voices, that seemed to speak in a language they couldn't comprehend. But they felt its presence, a pull, something urging them to come closer. The mysterious energy radiating from the wreckage was unlike anything scientists had encountered. It was like a beacon, drawing in anyone who dared get too close. And with every passing day, the class grew more determined to uncover the truth at any cost. The questions were simple. Where did it come from? Who were these beings? And what did they want? But there was one question that loomed larger than all the others. How would the world react to this revelation? As the weeks dragged on, it became clear that there were forces at play beyond the university's control. Those in power, both governmental and corporate, had their own agendas. Some saw the alien technology as a chance to leap ahead in the race for global dominance. Others feared the unknown, warning of the potential dangers of making contact with an alien civilization. No one knew who to trust. The student, who had once felt like an outsider, found themselves at the center of this whirlwind. They were more than just a student. Now they were a key player in a global mystery that threatened to unravel everything humanity thought it knew about its place in the universe. And as they delved deeper into the wreckage's secrets, they realized that not all was as it seemed. The alien technology, while remarkable, held a darkness, an energy that pulsed with something more sinister. The whispers were becoming clearer now, no longer in a foreign language, but in something far more unsettling, a voice that seemed to speak directly to their mind. It was a warning, a plea for help, but from whom? And why was it targeting them? As the pressure mounted and the stakes grew higher, the student found themselves questioning everything they thought they knew about the universe. Was this an encounter with beings of unimaginable intelligence, or was it a trap? A part of them wanted to believe that this was humanity's chance to make contact, to learn from the aliens, and to push the boundaries of knowledge beyond anything imaginable. But another part couldn't shake the fear that something darker was lurking just beyond the surface. The university, once a place of calm academic pursuit, was now a battleground of conflicting ideas, hidden agendas, and a race against time. And as the days passed, the student knew one thing for certain: whatever came next would change the world forever. But would it be for the better, or would it unleash forces beyond their control? The mystery of the alien crash had only just begun. The true story was far from over, and the answers they sought were within reach. But as the students stood before the wreckage once more, staring at the glowing symbols and listening to the distant voice calling their name, they knew that some mysteries were better left unsolved. And with that realization came a chilling thought: what if the aliens had been watching all along?